Okay. Úrsula Levy, RCN Radio. Maya Michaela, welcome to Colombia. Welcome to RCN Radio. I would like to know what the biggest lesson that this show has taught you has been.
I will say that it's taught me, even through hard times of struggle or with being a billionaire, there's not only a human experience, but there's also space for tremendous growth. You have a woman who has just divorced her husband, and within that, so many women go through that, and there's so much packed onto that, and yet and still she perseveres, and yet and still she chooses to win. And I think that's so important to see. And I think people need to know that even in times of struggle, especially young women out there, that there is power that you hold. And sometimes the power is changing the dynamic and doing something for the better, the good, or sometimes it's being stern and knowing who you are and self-assured and making things happen because you know they're right. And I feel like that really is the explanation of both of our characters. And I have to say, we do a really good job at it.
Maya?
I think we all have a story, and I think that's what's interesting about creating characters. We can connect to characters. We can based on the experiences that we've had. And I think this woman's story is not what you think it's going to be. I think the idea of a billionaire seems like somebody who's just having all the fun and everything is very frivolous. And she really starts in this show on a journey of self-reflection, and it's not always possible in life. We don't always get the opportunity to ask ourselves, is this the life that I want? And they're really hard questions, and sometimes we're forced into those situations. We don't want to answer those questions. We don't always want to ask or want to look at. So I think it's taking a situation that is so hard and really being honest with yourself and finding a way out and into the light is very powerful, and hopefully something that people can connect to.
To what Michaela just said, I would add that there is also power in sorority, because it's the relationship between you girls that actually makes it happen.
I agree. Yeah. And I feel like that's something that's always been so vital to my own life, and something that's so important, which is just the limitless amount of resources I have with the women in my life, and the support I have. And that I hope to provide for the women in my life. It's so important, and such a huge part of my an important part of my life that I feel like and I love representing that. I love representing that idea on screen. It's just so important, and so refreshing, I think, also just to see healthy female relationships, because they really do exist. And more and the longer I live this life, they are the relationships that really truly nourish me the most.
Thank you girls very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for being with us in Colombia.
Thank you.
Same here. Thank you.